Greetings, glad tidings. I was walking by this and I saw people taking pictures. So I stopped to observe, contemplate, and just look because something caught my eye down here as I was walking by. As you can see, it's a whole long thing, okay? I seen We the People with the red coats, the British right here. Okay. And you have those down here. You see, you got the Judge Mallet, okay, bringing the UCC Admiralty Maritime Law onto the land. All right. Mocking the January 6th. Right there. Okay. That at first glance looks like a crab, which would actually be the Cancer or Great Mother. Here you have, I guess, Secret Service. And then you have the circus, the Kirk, the Circe, the church, the circle. And you see two horses riding up. Okay. You got, without reaching, looks like a brown horse and a black horse, but the black actually looks a little pale as well. More circles. Says fun. Okay. Black Tower. All right, almost looks like the end of the, like at the Truman Show at the end. Okay, so let's break this down. I haven't been sitting here just looking at it, trying to figure it all out. But you see the circle in the circus, right? What's in the middle? The sun. Sun, fun, okay? The circle is the church is based on sun worship. All right, whether you know it or not, it's based on sun worship. The sun, S-U-N, of God. All right, that's basically what that is. The sun is in the middle of the church. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's 12 little carts right there, or 12 is integrated. I'm not going to sit and count right now. Okay, there's the Argo, the Ark. Okay. That's also in the constellations, and it's on the Egyptian hieroglyphs. Okay. It's actually where they get the story of Noah's Ark, but it's really the Ogdoad or the Ennead. Ogdoad is the 8 that were on the Ark. The Ennead, some say, is the 9 when they add Anubis. All right. So that's the church or the Circe or the circus with the sun worship, sun, fun with the sun, and the Argo right there, okay, when the Saturnians arrived, originally creating before the deluge, or what you're told is the Great Flood. They created, terraformed the land into what is known as Atlantis. 369 energy. 369 energy is 1/3 energy. 369, it moves in 1/3 instead of the phi or the feminine, which doubles. Okay, so that's the 1/3 of the fallen angels, the 33-degree Freemasonry and all that. Okay, and you see the Masonic compass coming down right there from the Argo going down, okay, as well as coming down from the church. So what you have is Joachim and Boaz. All right, one is the Argo with that's the anode or Anu. The anode is the positive, and over here is the sun worship or the cathode, the Catholic Church. All right, which is cathode is copper or the Ka. The anode is zinc, or the Ba. So that's the Ka and the Ba. That's Isis and Isis, aka Osiris. Okay, where the father and son become one with Heru, the hero, which became the Chiro, which became the Christos, which became the Christ, which they turned into the idolatry of one individual man, and a human sacrifice is fundamentally mind being a human sacrifice. The whole Ra Legion is based upon. Okay, so we have that. Then we have the tilt right here, right? Wouldn't be surprised if there's 12 right there. The tilt is 23.5 degrees. That's the wobble. That's called the analemma. Okay, the chains, if they were, basically represent the apep snake. The loops, the chain links represent the loops in the apep snake, or apophis in Greek, or the analemma currently. Okay, so there's your 23.5 degree wobble. That's the only thing moving. We're not spinning. There's a wobble because it's like a tide. The tide goes in, the tide goes out. It's the energy going across the bigger earth, Tiamata, from one side all the way down, and then it reverberates all the way back. That's the wobble. 23.5 degrees one way, 23.5 degrees the other way. That's 47 degrees. All right, so moving down. Okay, you can almost see the white picket fence is being, what happened to the white picket fence? And that's part of the quote American dream. It looks destroyed. Okay, so that's the American dream. Here you can see electric L coming from touching what I see is a crab. All right, which would be Cancer, which is the moon or the mother or the reflection. Okay. But you see Lego is Go L. All right. That's basically what it says. Go Saturn. All right. So then you have music and everything. I would assume that this is probably the tree of life. See, there's the vibration, what they call the word. It's frequency. The one person that's playing music is standing directly at the tree, and the vibration, the music tones are going up the tree. This sign right here actually represents the snake going around the tree as well. Okay, the Christ on the tree of life. Also, Odin, Woden, or Godin, where they get the word God from, along with Gadriel. So here you have the whole black and white thing, the mime or the mind, okay, looking divided, being pushed back, split, polarity, okay, and so that's the distorted masculine, which is black, white, Joachim, Boaz, Cain, Abel, Ishmael, Isaac, Esau, Jacob, or Jacob. Okay, that's Enki, Enlil, the white, black. The sacred masculine got split in half. Here is the sacred feminine. All right, with the horns. That's where the horns originally come from. The crescent, which also represents the natural energy. And you can see some other symbology on there as well. Okay? But you can also see, where is the energy coming from? It's coming from the sacred feminine. Exclamation. As I told you, Emmanuel, Emmanuel means Amma is the great mother. Nu is the exclamation. The countable and uncountable, seeable and unseeable. L is chronos, or time. So there's the exclamation of the mother right there, with the exclamation point right next to the vibration or the word, okay, which is right here. You see he's in the green suit, right? That's the green man coming back with the green energy, the heart energy, the tree of life, okay? That's what the original story of Osiris or Asar was, the green man coming back to life. All right, but they distorted that into something, they've made it into something crazy. All right, now you have this guy is the biggest person thus far. This represents the Virginia Corporation, also known as the Crown, as you can see, is the real judge in control of the United States Corporation, holding we the people, like, yeah, we the people. And then on this big old white horse, who do we have? With the curl of Horus, Heru, in his hand. That is the curl you see coming down from the Saturn cube worshippers, the Judaism and Islam. All right, that's the curl, and it originates from the last changeover event when what they tell you are planets line up. Okay, and it's mainly Venus and Saturn. They line up, and the plasma, when it starts coming out, that's the first thing they see, is that curl right there that comes out the side, and then it emanates into other figures like the menorah and Squatter Man and things like that. So we have the orange man, or the yellow orange man, okay, with the grayish hair, with the red, representing the red, on this white horse. He's the biggest figure by far of anything, sitting on the horse. Now this isn't the White House, but that right there is the Triple Crown, the tiara, tiara of what we know as the Pope. That is basically, that's also on the Big Ben clock. It's all over. Okay, so that represents the Triple Crown, the head of the Teutonic Knights, the Knights Hospitaller, and the Knights Templar, which right now the holder of the Triple Crown tiara, it comes from the Pharaoh, the Pharaoh, all right, is the Duke of Edinburgh, which is Prince Edward. So this represents Trump on the white horse, which he was in office when they did the chores of the script for the first seal being opened, the white horse that subdued all the nations. And the actual etymology of the words literally means to quarantine. It says he had a bow, but was given a crown. Okay, so he already had a bow, but the original word for bow is toxin. So they're talking about the the snake bite. They already had that, and then they was given a crown. The word for crown is corona. Right, that was the 2019 thing, the white horse. And there's your boy Drumpf, Red Rothschild. So as we go on, then we have the insanity. Everybody is going crazy, suited up, don't know what to do, panicking, this and that, got the hazmat suits on. As we go further, we see two scientists. Now, here we have the only dark-skinned person, what we would call melanated, on this entire wall. This person is the only person that has green emanations coming off of them. Green emanations going up, right? That is the green plasma that is naturally coming out of this person that represents when these events start taking place. There's going to be DNA repairs, and they're going to tell you there's going to be a green mist that is worldwide from the plasma, and they're going to make everyone stay indoors, and they're going to tell you don't go out there because it's harmful, and it will be harmful to those that have taken this, that got bit by the snake, that have, you know, that potion in them, in their DNA. It will be harmful to them, and or especially people that indulge in a lot of meat eating, and, you know, just don't have their temples clean. You don't have to be perfect, but you gotta at least strive for balance. But look at the green emanation again. Like I said, the green man at the tree of life. So the green is going up. Now notice his counterpart has the green coming out of a flask. It's artificial. It's not coming from, it's not emanating from the person. It's artificial. They're doing it artificially. Okay? Even has the name, a little tag on there. This person does not. Okay? This person it looks like they're, you know, just using more intuition. This person is more, look like they doing some old AI stuff and artificial thing. The green energy, heart energy is going up. Guess what's right above it? The only plane on this whole wall. You can clearly see with spray right there, spraying directly over the one person in this whole pretty big mural. The plane is right above, spraying over top of this person to try to stop this from happening. Okay. As we move on, the businessman, okay, looking up. What is he looking at? He's what? Could it be Three-Eye Atlas and all the nonsense that they talking about, and aliens and this and that? Looking up, look. All the business people, the corporations, corporate, corpse, the walking dead, the corpses who are just in ego and don't know anything else, don't know who and what they truly are. Here we have the food, all right? You can see there's a few, you know, you have what represents fruit and juice and things, but what does he have right here as the main thing? Scrapple. Now scrapple is a northeastern thing that is not known anywhere else. It's all the scrap of the pork, of the pigs, fried together. You know, I've had, if you grew up on the Northeast, unless you grew up in strict Islamic family or something, or strict religious family, you've had scrapple. If you're from the Northeast, from Delaware to New York City, okay? But scrapple is the scraps of the pig, all grinded up and fried. So this, and you see the word crap, it's crap sandwich, right? So the crap sandwich is basically, and they shut off the EBT and the SNAP benefits, all the fast food chains and all that, they're hurting right now because people aren't really eating there like that no more. So there's a lot of people in America, Turtle Island, who utilize the SNAP benefits, who try to eat healthy off of that. So what they're going to do, especially strategically shutting it off in November, when everybody uses it the most to go buy Thanksgiving things and have family dinners and stuff like that, you know that this is going to produce over $1 billion in revenue for the United States corporation, because they're defunct. And that's what Trump's job is right now, to try to get as much money together as he possibly can. Okay. You can even see this man is working at a food cart, but he got two wrenches in his hand. He got a silver wrench and a gold wrench over here. Okay. Actually, that could be considered black and gold. That would be the black sun. Okay, with you see the horns, the crescent of the Great Mother in the right hand, the right side, the feminine energy. Okay, and then you see the gold, which is the Sol Invictus, the sun that you see in the sky that many are worshiping as I speak. And then you see the gold dome. Okay, the gold dome that Drumpf has been speaking of, that's gone, that they're trying to make over America. It's the Sumerian tablet story manifesting itself all over again. It's cyclical. If you don't know the Sumerian tablet story, so the Anunnaki, they coming here to mine gold for their atmosphere, basically to make a gold dome on what they tell you is Nibiru. Now, that's not the true story. That's the exoteric story of it. There's an esoteric meaning, hidden meaning to that. I won't get into that right now. And then you have the birds flying. I don't know if that represents a dove, two doves, possibly. Let's see. And then you have this guy who looks pretty happy. He's excited too to be selling the poison. It's a lot going on in this picture. It's a lot going on. And this is the Lego. Look, chemtrails. And what does he got up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I was gonna say it does look like a cube. I'm sure I probably have. This is all a freestyle, y'all. I did not sit here and think about all this. I seen it. I pressed the record button, and I'm just going off the top of the head. So there's probably a lot that I missed that you guys can pick up on as well. Go L. There's the word, the vibration at the tree of life, harmony, melody, soul, the distorted masculine, the brothers, black and white, the one's hairy, one's not, one's red, one's dark, one's this, one's that. There's always something with the brothers. There's a star, Venus. And we get to the balls, the circles, the Circe. Okay, and we got some more riders coming. So we got the one big old white horse right down there, and we got two more horses. Two more horses ready to go. In the water. The Black Tower, which is known as Mount Mural, the magnetic north. Okay? And it's in the water, just so you know. And what does it have on top? Looks like the queen chess piece. Thought that was interesting. Wanted to share that with you. I would love to hear if anyone sees anything else that was missed. Your boy Trump the heart chakra emanation in the green mist that will be coming. Those that don't know, you will know. Artificial, they made it. GMO, natural, coming out of this person, emanating. The gold dome, the doves, fruit, but they're going to give you this. The birds eat and they don't worry, so why would you worry? Love y'all. It's Chief Iron Bush. Mësët.